Hey guys, welcome on board again, and here's the final episode of the Guardian build series, at least for now. Now, we're gonna be taking a look into the Signet Bunker Firebrand build. The reason why Signet, because they can be very overpowered. This is the most complicated build for Firebrand that you can see. I suggest running this build because it pretty much can pull your skills, your class, your limits beyond your reach. It can be quite frustrating until you get used with it, but in the end you're gonna be very satisfied with that build. So let's have a look into the gear. The gear pretty much gonna be very usual stuff, not very complicated. But as I go through the trades, as I go through executing the proper skills and stuff, you're gonna say, oh, what the hell is going on here? So I'm gonna go a little more in depth. If you get confused, poke me in game and I'm gonna explain the things one by one, because I'm not pretty sure that I'm gonna be very good in explaining this build, because this build requires more of a practice over a knowledge to run it properly. Okay, here is the deal. You start with Wanderer, top piece, leggings, then everything else from the armor goes for Crusader combined with a durability infusions. Along for the weapons, you aim for Crusader weapons. For the mace, you go Sigil of Cruelty to maximize your ferocity, your offensive part of the build, and Sigil of Concentration to maximize your boons. Your boons gonna be very initial and important for this build and for your ally. Along with that, then you go for the minstrel staff, again maximizing your boon duration even more. So Sigil of Transference, maximizing the healing, Sigil of Concentration, maximizing the boon duration, is the essential of your stuff. Your stuff not gonna be that offensive in battle, but your maze gonna be insanely straightforward as you push forward. Now, as you go through the trinkets, you do them in the following way. You go for a Maggie back item, you go for Maggie earring, and again Maggie's ring. This will maximize your precision, your healing power, and gonna boost your vitality very much. You go for a couple Knight trinkets, which are toughness, precision, and power. The reason why you want to do that is because you want to maintain your toughness at the same time and improve your critical chance, so gonna get quite better. Along with that, you go for one Valkyrie earring to maximize your healing and your ferocity. Not healing, my bad, your vitality and your ferocity. So pretty much the gear pulls out more healing, ferocity, and power over precision and not that much a concentration. Now let's have a look toward the build, traits, skills and stuff. Skills, you want to go for receive the light over the mantra of solace. The reason why you want to do this, because the healing from this skill is way more intense than mantra of solace. You're gonna be healing better and in a slightly faster cooldown if you then going for the mantra healing skill, even if the mantra is traded with the edges. So better receive the light over the firebrand healing skill. Stand your ground, essentials, retaliation, stability, stun break for yourself, only stun break. Then you combine it with Signet of Judgment. The reason why you're gonna be going for Signet of Judgment is condition and incoming damage reduction, not just for yourself, but for 5 additional targets as you use that skill. Also, this skill gonna provide you bonus retaliation, so you're gonna be even more offensive, and gonna stun break yourself as you use it. And then you go for the mantra of lore. You want to go for this because this skill is very well balanced for condition cleanse. You literally can use this skill 2 times for 0.1 second cooldown. You click once, and without barely any cooldown use this skill again. So this results in roughly between 10 seconds of a regeneration combined with a 4 conditions removed. If you use this skill 3rd time, you're gonna have 2 times more regeneration. You're gonna convert 5 conditions into booms instead of removing the conditions. Plus, this skill gonna be going into a cooldown of 25 seconds. If you have a Chronomancer in your party with very well balanced alacrity, this skill gonna be going into even shorter cooldown and the cleanse gonna be even more intense. Now, the reason why you're gonna be going for Signet of Courage instead of going for the mantra of liberation is because your stun break's not gonna be that necessary. You should only know how to move properly, how to relocate yourself very quick, and it's gonna be better to have more healing instead of having more stun breaking. About renewed focus, you're not gonna feel like using this skill. Your Tome of Courage, Tome of Resolve, not gonna be on this big cooldown because you're pretty much gonna be covering your healing with different skills, so you're barely gonna feel that you're gonna be lacking out of tomes. This is pretty much the skills. The skills are pretty much defensive, healing, cleansing orientated. So let's have a look into the traits. I'm gonna start with the Firebrand maybe, or I should start with the Honor. Okay, let's go with the Firebrand. Not gonna be looking into the Purity of Word because this trait pretty much says it gives the description of every single of these skills as you can see them here, and then it says that it gives you access to mantras. Pretty much simple, not gonna go through it. Then second trait, you want to be going for Archivist of Whispers. This gonna improve your tome pages with 3 more. So instead of having 5 skills, instead of just pressing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and your tome is gone, you're gonna be having 3 additional casts on every tome, and this gonna feel very good, especially when you should be removing conditions, healing your party, giving additional condition cleanse and improve healing effectiveness, or just going for a water field, or just going for insane regeneration and endurance regeneration. So this is the reason why you're going to be going for Archivist of Whispers over the other two traits. Swift of Scholar, each time you use a tome on 8 seconds of cooldown, you're gonna be having like 4.1 seconds quickness. You literally equip tome, you get a quickness. 8 seconds after that, you stow or unequip your tome, you get quickness again. Very useful. Then you will like to go for legendary lore. The 2 traits above not gonna be that beneficial for your build because it is better to have legendary lore. So each time you cast, let's say, the Virtue of Courage skill, each skill grants bonus protection. You go for the Virtue of Resolve, each time Tome of Resolve, each time you're gonna be getting regeneration on every skill. Then you go for Tome of Justice, each time you cast a skill, the burning duration is improved by 20%. If you, for example, go for the stalwart speed, you're not gonna benefit a lot from this trade. Only 2.3 quarters of quickness for every 8 seconds. Not worth it. And this is given only when you grant edges to somebody or when you grant a stability. Not worth it. If you go for weighty terms, you have only one mantra. You're gonna be losing like, let's say, 30 seconds of protection, which gonna be quite insane. Only to cast this mantra 2 or 3 seconds, eventually 3 seconds faster. From charge recovery gonna drop to 9.1 half of the second instead of 12 seconds. So the best gonna be going for legendary lore. And then you have imbued haste. This is very interesting trade. You would say, okay, each time I get a quickness, I'm gonna be having bonus condition damage, healing power, toughness. Absolutely right, absolutely right. But here is the key. You're gonna be having your quickness from your Chronomancer and from your Hybrid Firebrand instead of relying applying quickness by yourself. Because if you go for these two traits only for the quickness to boost your imbued haste, once you get strip, if you're not on place, you're done. Your build not gonna be that good. And in the final one, you get Lord Master. You get the Lord Master because you want to recharge your tombs 33% faster, which means instead of having this tomb recharging 70 seconds, it's gonna recharge by 50 seconds. So better to be going for the Lord Master instead of having improved burning or slowing down foes as you immobile them or when you push them back with your shield with 5 seconds cooldown. So Lord Master, pretty much the core. This is currently the most usual and efficient one that you have. Now let's have a look into our honor trade line. As you see, we have something very essential here that usually you would say you're not gonna be benefiting that much. Well, not really. Normally you're the one that is the front line and your hybrid firebrands are right behind you. So you're gonna be stacking up this trade up to 5 very fast and very efficient. So use this trade to maximize your cooldowns of your mace, which are abilities 2 and 3. And then each time you block, you have additional 5% outgoing healing effectiveness. So you're gonna be healing your allies way better as you block. Then let's have a look into the honorable stuff. You would say, wouldn't it be better to go for the Pure of Heart? No, you don't have that many blocks. It's gonna be literally a waste to be going through. Better stick to your staff skills for the following reason. You automatically get 200 concentration by any weapon. So better, better boon management than you usually gonna be having. So your retaliation gonna stay longer, your regeneration gonna stay longer, your protection gonna stay longer, your edges gonna stay longer, so even if you get out of combat you're still gonna maintain it for better time. Your might's gonna be better, your swiftness gonna be better. This is why you wanna be going, one of the reasons why you should be going for this trade. The second reason, you gonna have insane amount of healing if you go for it over the Pure of Heart. So the faster your staff skills recharge, the more you're gonna be healing, the better you're gonna be handling. This is the reason. And the last one, you should say, wait, what? Shouldn't I be going for the Pure Voice over the Wreath of Persistence? Absolutely no. Absolutely no. You already have enough cleanses. You already have enough healing from your from your Signet of Courage. So Why should I be going for these? Why should I be going for improved symbols? Here is the reason. As you use Signet of Courage and your Signet of Courage goes on a cooldown, your healing gonna be dramatically decreased, like 40%. So you want to be using the improved symbols to reduce this healing to 10%. So as you use your Signet, your healing gonna fall only by 10%, and you're still gonna be quite very efficient into passive healing abilities. So it's gonna be harder for you to run on healing cooldowns if you go for it instead of just going for the Pure Voice. Pure Voice gonna improve only your received light, which gonna drop to 24 seconds of cooldown, until you have one symbol on your staff every 12 seconds. But you have your mace, which almost permanently can use your symbol. You cast this skill and the symbol gonna last 5 seconds, and right after that you cast another symbol for 5 seconds. So along with that you have regeneration, so if you manage to place your symbol properly, especially if you're going for a very aggressive push, then you're gonna be having something like 3k healing only from that symbol along with regeneration. If you do not trade this trait, you're gonna have like 1.58k healing only from the regeneration. This trait improves very hard your symbols as you cast them with the healing. So it is better to go for the Rite of Presence over the Pure Voice or the Force of Will. Force of Will, here is something very key about this trait. This trait gonna allow you to heal only from the regeneration, and it gonna allow you to heal pretty much only with your F2 tome. As your F2 tome runs on a cooldown, you literally gonna be cut off without healing if your stuff is on a cooldown as well. So you cast your F2 tome, and as you get out of the tome, you're on your stuff, you swap your weapons, and you run on a 9-second cooldown without any healing if you're going for the Force of Will. So pretty much better go for the improved symbols, so you're gonna have permanent healing instead of getting healing only in a certain time. Now let's have a look what eventually does the minor traits of this trait line. First, purity of body. Pretty simple trait. You have passive endurance regeneration from your F2 tome, which means your dodge rolls gonna be recharging 15%, gonna be getting energy 15% faster. Then you have selfless daring. Selfless daring is something that is very essential and it can be improved very easily. For example, if you go with Tome F2, then you cast the 5th skill and you do couple dodges. Only from the 2 dodges you're gonna heal your allies with about 1700 healing. And the final one is Vigorous Precision. This means each time when you do a critical hit your ally, you gain Vigor. So you can have up to 65% endurance regeneration if you manage this build properly, combined with the purity of body and Vigorous Precision. So this is pretty much your sustained healing line. The Firebrand goes for the support protection, fast tomes, some regeneration, and support damage with your F1. But the essential of your build are not the Rites of Presence, it is combined with the radiance. You want to say, why radiance? Wait, this is not on place. Well, it is on place. It does the following thing. It gives you the following ability. Justice is blind. Here is the deal with this. Each time you cast your Tome of Justice or you stow your Tome of Justice, you give your allies and yourself light aura, 10% incoming condition damage, combined with your Signet of Judgment, 22 condition damage reduction with 12% incoming damage reduction. So 20%. You absolutely gonna kill the players that are playing with Sigil of Force, because their Sigil of Force gonna be outmanned with 70% damage reduction. So literally you're gonna be running very defensive. Then you want to have a right hand strength over the healer's retribution or the inner fire. Inner fire not gonna be very efficient for you because your chronomancer gonna give you very well boon share fury along with your hybrid firebrand. About healer's retribution, you're not gonna feel this trade going very efficiently on you because your skill is on a very big cooldown and not gonna be very well synchronized. So you want to have instead critical chance increased by 15% with your mace attacks. So this means your mace gonna be benefiting gain vigor when you critical strike. So the more you attack with your mace, the more vigor. The more you use your symbol or your mace, the more cleave damage you're gonna have. The more you use protective strike, the more critical damage with higher critical chance you're gonna get, combined with protection edges. This skill becomes insanely buffed in that way. Then you have renewal justice. You want to say, why renewal justice? What you want to do here, if you feel like your party have quite enough regeneration only from the Signet and your symbol, you can go very insane burning damage garden on your enemy with your F1 tome. So you go with this skill, you stow, you go for slight healing, then your skill recharges, pop again F1, keep the burning, keep the damage rolling very aggressively. Along with that, you have something very special, retribution. Oh my gosh. The more retaliation, the more damage. Have in mind, you gonna have very well retaliation sharing between your party with the other build. So this trait is very essential to keep your Signet cleaving and your damage up on a place, along with the increased damage with that. Then Radiant Power, as always, bonus critical chance as your enemy is burning. Then here is the essential of this build. Signets are 20% more effective in their passive abilities, and as you use a Signet, this Signet it is meant for your ally for 10 seconds, which means the following thing. You go for the Eternal Oasis, and then as you have the quickness, you cast your Signet of Courage. First, your 5 players around you gonna be healed to 100% health, doesn't matter how low they are. Second, 5 players around you gonna be pulsing 500 healing to 25 other players 3 times. So which means 5 players, then you multiply this by 500 healing, then you multiply this to 25 targets. Insanely overpowered skill if it's well played in a very organized party. So I think this is it for the build. This build is kind complicated to be used if you want to be not playing only for the healing but as well for the support combined with the damage, because It requires reflexes, it requires very well positioning, it requires very well patience and control over your quickness in order to pull out this Signet of Courage, because Signet of Courage can be very easily interrupted, so this should be taken under a special look maybe. So here is the deal. Radiance gonna keep you very offensive damage if you manage to maintain your retaliation very well with your party. Your signets gonna be providing a very strong condition, damage reduction and passive healing over your allies. Your honor, it is mainly outgoing healing effectiveness and support cleave and healing with your symbols. This is very useful when you should self-bomb or when you should just charge through the enemy when other healer skills are on cooldown. So you literally go stuff, third symbol, back to mace, second symbol, and then just go for hit once, hit twice, hit third time for the healing and just on one. So this is how this trade works, along with the stuff improved healing and concentration. And the final Firebrand, this is where your condition cleanse, your protection, and your increased burning duration are coming from. So I hope I explained it as clean as I can so you could understand it. But anyways, feel free to whisper me in game, ask questions, improve yourselves, get some ideas going, some improvement and stuff. So pretty much this is it. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna be doing some more videos about the other builds in the short time term. And this is it pretty much. Use this build. I pretty much suggested. I'm not forcing you, just try it out, see how it works. If you have any complaints, as I said, whisper me, let me gonna see them. So I think I'm gonna stop it here because I started talking too much shit. And see you again, guys. Have a nice play.